on Fox and Friends this morning, Pete Hegseth has a take on the Kim Potter killing of Daunte Wright. Here is who he thinks is to blame.
Videotape, and we'll have due process. We'll look at this. This woman has been 26 years on the force. She was training a trainee in the process when this happened. Apparently has an exemplary record, was the head of the police union, was a member of the community, made a really tough call, the wrong call, and tragically someone was killed in that moment. That due process is what got her police chief fired, calling for due process. And very few people are willing to have the conversation we should have, which is Daunte Wright should be alive. But if he had complied, he would be alive. Ultimately, there was an arrest ongoing because there was a warrant for his arrest after this traffic stop.
It's a terrible
He decided
situation.
to fight the cop. When you decide to fight the cop, you escalate the situation. She didn't make the right call. He shouldn't be dead. I'm not excusing that. But when you fight back, you create the possibility for a tragic situation.
She was trying to do her job. She made the wrong call.
Yes.
She was training someone else 2 days ago, and now she is behind bars. And a mother is without her child. A family is grieving. It's just terrible every way you look at it.
And the cycle doesn't. Go ahead.
Yeah, she was able to get out. She was bailed out last night. And remember, she did resign, but the mayor will not accept her resignation. Why? She doesn't want to get her pension, I guess. So that's the big thing. There's so much going on.
Okay, Ben. So not enough people are having the conversation Pete Hegseth is gonna have and has probably had after every single police killing that every Fox host has had after every police killing, which is it was their fault they didn't comply enough.
Yeah, John, I think I'm gonna have to pass on that one because the only thing that I have to say about this is probably not fit for air. But this is what they do continuously. They do this on a regular basis, and it's a game. It is a game to them, but he needs to understand we're not playing games with you all. We are not, so stop playing games with us.
Yeah, Pete Hegseth is like the Matt Gaetz of Fox News. He's just mediocre and comfortable. It's good to be mediocre and comfortable in America, and probably incredibly rich. That's a good point. That's really that's the bread that the sandwich is made of.
That's the salt in the open wound.
Yeah, he's
pasty white bread.
He's just so comfortable and so mediocre. But anyway,
he's not even honey wheat bread. You see?
No, and that stuff's good. A nice brioche takes some work. But anyway, they don't have to even pretend. As Ben said, it's a game. They don't have to pretend like, because you know what at least pretending would be? You come to the conclusion that yet another black man's responsible for his own death because all you have to do is comply. Because Ben, as we know, when you comply, nothing bad ever happens to you with cops. They would never do anything if you comply. I don't know, what if like you were just complying for like 9 minutes on the ground with a knee on your neck? I'm sure that, oh no, I guess you have to comply for longer, I suppose. But anyway, they don't have to, he talked about the training. She's training someone. Okay, so if she's so experienced, and in fact is so experienced that she's worthy of training other people, why doesn't she know what a gun is?
Right.
Or the difference between guns and other objects? Like, is a taser too close? Can she tell the difference between that and a ham sandwich? Like, does she know, like this mic, for instance, is that different enough from a gun? But they don't even have to engage with that. They just talk about her experience and not the obvious flaw in that argument that her experience was worth nothing in this case.
Right, and if she is so experienced, John, and she's out there training people and she can't tell the difference between a taser and a Glock, then she absolutely does not need to be training. She doesn't need to be a cop, period. And the thing is like, ignorance is no excuse for breaking the law, right? We hear that all the time. Well, ignorance cannot be an excuse for killing people, even if you're a servant of the law. It cannot be.
It can't be. No, if you accidentally killed someone, you could use that as an excuse and you'd probably go to jail. Same for her.
Period.
Oh, you accidentally, you meant to tase him? Yeah, well you didn't, and he died. So I guess you're gonna go to jail and you're gonna have a lot of time to think about the substantive differences between tasers and guns. Maybe you can study it a bit while you're in jail.
And one last thing, they wanted Pete try to bring up the warrant, right? And they try to bring up there's still some dispute around the nature of the warrant in the first place, and the fact that he got pulled over for air freshener and it ended. I forgot who said this, but it was somebody on Roland Martin said this: the distance between being pulled over for an air freshener and death needs to be infinitely apart. But for black people in this country, it's a matter of minutes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.